How we doing, folks? Dean Doucette here. We're at Chicagoland Speedway. Alright, let's see what we got here. So I believe I've already lowered this. I did a few laps last night. So I probably lowered this a bit. Brought this up one, which I'd normally do. I haven't messed with this time. I think 12.1 was standard. Alright. So basically at this track, for a qualifying lap, you're going to have to go full out. And to do that, you're going to have the correct line. Let's see what I can do here. So we want to get up high here. Ride right around the wall, get some speed up. Kind of like what you do at Daytona or Talladega or something. We'll cut her down, start right into the grass. Cut this right down to that white line, letting her up slowly. Yeah, I think I let her up a little too late there. This one will ease in a little bit easier. Yeah, 31.5 is pretty standard here. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna have to try this again. 31.5 is pretty standard time around here. A little slow for a qualifying lap. As you can see over here, my optimal is my best lap, 3:56, which is a good time. Now I'm not too sure about our track state. Oh, we got it set at 50%. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to run that time, but we'll still, I think we'll be able to get it down a little bit more. Give it one more shot here, and then I'll show you a couple of markers and maybe a couple of quick tips about racing. I don't know. Try and get off of here a little better. Get up here quicker. I'm sure you might be able to try doing your qualifying run on your second lap and getting a better run, but I'm not sure if that'll work. It's a little smoother till the end there. Down low enough, to be honest with you. I remember having two wheels on the apron there. Still a better time. 31.48. No, just can't make it there. You can if you do the right line, but I'm diving in a little too early. I really want to try one more time, but I think I'll just let it go. What I'll do here is I'll come in and just talk about these corners. So coming out of this corner, you want to come out right high on the wall, and you want to get down on here. It's kind of tricky because you want to get down right to this yellow line. But the longer you stay, the harder it is to get back to this spot. Let's see this spot. Yeah, right where I slid. So what I was saying is back there, when you're going on the apron and the yellow line, you stay on there too long, you'll whip up here towards the wall, trying to get that, you know, get high enough to get that proper line, and it might be too late. You might not have enough time to get up here and to turn back down. Now this is your markers for this turn. Basically this little patch here, right in here. So I look at these two squares. There is this whole area is marked off, but I kind of want to come in right on top of that second square. Actually, almost where my skid marks are is almost perfect to symbolize where you want to go. You know, besides I don't think you want to continue down into the grass. But you know, yeah, you want to come in from here, come all the way down to the bottom, probably take you to about here, and get right down on this apron almost, right on the line anyway, and ride it as long as you can, smoothing out, and come right out to the top right here. This other corner is slightly different. You want to do the same thing around the light here. You want to start coming down, but not as aggressively, just slowly towards the middle. And right here in the middle is a little kink that we just kind of passed. Let's have a look at that. You can see it actually. I didn't think you could, but you can kind of see it in the white line here. If I knew how to drive. Anyway, so it's kind of smooth right here up to about somewhere right about here. It almost, it straightens out kind of. It's hard to see, but at some point it does anyway. And that's where you want to be down there, but you want to be very careful not to overturn the car. Because right in there, what you'll end up doing is, especially if you get down there too early, is you get down and you're riding the line, and all of a sudden the car will just come right in here because the track changes a little bit there. So just be aware of that. You might, you know, and this is what I was originally going to tell you is in this corner. So you're easing in. You're easing in with your turning much slighter than in 1 and 2, and in especially during the race, as the race gets going on, this will be the point where you want to let off a little bit, right in the middle. You just want to let off a little bit to keep the car down there, and then accelerate out. The corner 1 and 2 is different. What you want to do there, as your tires wear and the track wears on. You want to come down here.
3 minutes 31.
So come up to the wall. Maybe that red line's a good spot to aim for to come up. You want to come down. You want to. Sorry, I forgot what I was doing here. We're talking about a longer run. So on entry in this corner, when your tires are worn, and not doing a qualifying lap. Yeah, I'm not a good boy in reverse. I like to go forward and fast. Anyway, so right here is what you want to do is you want to let off. You want to gas, you want to let off, and then get back into the gas almost immediately after. It's just like that, just a let off quick and back into it. And the longer the run goes on, the longer you want to let off that gas right at that entry spot. Okay. And the other corner is let off more in the middle of the corner. You want to dive it down in there. And that's really, it's a pretty simple track. Like, we're running a couple laps here. I'm sure my tires are probably a little, got a touch of wear on them, and we'll see here. The car will get loose mid-corner there in 3 and 4 late in the run. I'm not sure about
1 minute 20.3.
Sure it does. But here, just let off and back in and dive down. That was a pretty poor example, but it'll keep me down here. Like you remember in my second qualifying lap, I couldn't even stay up there. So in this corner, you want to ease it down towards the middle and let off there, and then go. Now I probably wouldn't have had to yet, but that's basically what I'll be doing. Going through here, kind of aim for that red spot.
6,
up, off, on, right down to the white line. know, and when they get really worn, you're getting off the gas can change to braking. In here, gas, 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 on. I mean, I wouldn't even let off that much. Probably just a slight hesitation. Changing, you know, like I say, every lap would be just a little bit more.
31.6.
Even here, the let off could be just 3/4. Back into it. See, I had to get out of it there a bit. Still have to get out of it. Because I didn't get out enough at the beginning. That's the last thing you want. Now I'm coming down the straightaway watching cars go by me. Here we go again. Off a bit. And that was a little earlier than I think is best in that corner. Let's try and do a solid lap here.
32.182.
Set up. Back into it. Scrubbing speed a little bit there with overturning the car, but try and dive it in a bit better. I think that's fairly decent lap for, you know,
32.044.
So now I'm using, you know, when I dove back in, I didn't go all the way into the throttle. That was like 3/4 throttle, right till the end there. Yeah, and that's the same thing there. I'm starting to modulate the, when I get back into it, I'm not just hammering it. I'm getting into like 3/4 or more gas, but not full. You know, I want to make sure I feel safe now. I'm all the way in it. Once you get all the way fully down to that line, you have this feeling that your car is okay. Kind of get back into it fully, like there. Try one more lap.
31.
Oh, red line. Our marker's coming up. Off. I missed the corner. Back into the gas. But that's how easy it is. I mean, you can easily, if you miss that spot to turn in 1 and 2 and going into 1, you're gonna have a hard time getting out of the corner. So you gotta hit it just right. We gotta do one more lap and see.
32.381.
I'm kind of missing it now. I'm just talking, I've lost my own mind. I had to get out of the gas again. I'm getting killed down the straightaway because I messed up the corner. I try and be a little more tentative here around the entry to get it right.
32.485.
No, over. Yeah, much better. Anyway, she takes some practice. Mid corner, letting off. No gas down. To the grass.
32.666.
Back up here. Off the gas. On the gas. Fully on. Right to the wall. Ease it down here. Off the gas. On the gas. Modulating. Kind of speed that corner up too. But if you turn a few laps, it's not that difficult of course at all. The key is to get your momentum off the corner. Make sure you're getting all the way down here like that. I mean, you could run high lines, you could run low lines. This is the fastest way around the track.
33.
Alright, I don't want to end on a wreck, so turn 1 or 2 more. Feel the car is already starting to get a little loose. I know I touched the apron, but it doesn't take much at this track. The tire wear is significant on the right front. Especially driving this line. I mean, that's another thing to consider. You can run a higher line and maybe smooth out the area. And maybe your right front won't get as cocked. That was better. Yeah, you just have to wait longer and longer to get into the gas. You know, you're gonna get a really good feel for it as you go. I mean, when I'm talking and doing these, it's hard to stay focused the whole time. I know, excuses, right? But yeah, the ass end of this thing already is, it wants to kick out. I find it a lot coming out of 2 there. Not so much here, but it will the longer the run goes.
32.783.
When I hit it right, I'm able to pretty much get on the gas full. It's just you gotta hit that corner just right. Anyway, that's about it for the drive. We'll go in here and we'll actually we should take a look at the pits. We'll come around and see how the pits are to get into. And then we'll take a look at the tire wear, which
33
will be really bad.
97.
I don't really have tips for you for the pits, so we'll kind of just look at it together and see what we got here. Try and get in a little bit late. Yeah, that's a speeding penalty. Or maybe not. Compensated just enough in between the lines to get away with it. Anyway, let's have a look here. Let's check our fuel actually. So that was what? We ran off 8 gallons, you know, not quite half. What would half be 9.3 and a half. 9.35, so ran off 8, okay. See how many laps. So we did from 322 is 19 and 120, 20 laps. So 40 laps would put me at 16 gallons. That'd leave me with another 2.7 gallons. I don't know. You guys can do the math from there. You're looking at, you know, around 45 laps. Now, tire wear. Actually, tire wear was pretty good. I guess I was taking it easy a few of those laps that I was talking, so that's a really, I mean, for this track, it was fairly good. Generally, from running really hard, I would say it's going to be about, on the right front, it's going to be about 1% per lap, somewhere in that neighborhood. I'm a little under that now, so you can conserve slightly. I'm not sure the gains are going to be good enough to make that worthwhile, but you never know. Anyway, that about wraps it up for Chicagoland. Everybody have fun racing this week, and good luck to y'all.